Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition, another podcast episode of the Speak Up Now podcast. And I'm your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, back with some more hot topics, important topics, quality topics, but topics that are inspiring you, the individual, you, the people, you, helping you inspire and motivate others. And I never disappoint with my topics, nor for me to stop planning to. So if you're a new viewer, thank you for tuning in. Much love. I'm happy that you decided to tune in. And if you're a returning viewer, you know what it is. Love always, much appreciation, and love towards you guys for tuning back in, week in, week out, day in, day out for new hot topics and content. So, if you haven't seen my other episodes I have released, make sure you go check those out. I promise you won't be disappointed. Whoa. What are you doing? You forgetting to hit the subscribe button? Stop it. What are you doing? You watching the Speak Up Now podcast, and you watching your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, give you some unbelievable content. What are you doing? I need you to subscribe right now. Check out my social media platforms that you see on the screen, Facebook, Instagram, and this platform, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you continue to tune in and watch the full episode. Come on now. This is the Speak Up Now podcast, where we're inspiring others to speak up and do better. Come on now, subscribe. Come on, subscribe. All right, let's get you back to the full episode. Boom. And make sure you, for today's episode, make sure you leave a like, and make sure you hopefully watch the full video. Be entertained. I'm thinking this episode most important to be entertaining and debatable. So if you're ready for today's episode, say with me. For all the returning viewers, if you're a new viewer, pay attention. If you're ready for a new episode or for today's episode, say with me. Let's ride. So for today's episode, it's something, or the topic is about music, which I'm very passionate about music. Oh, excuse me about that. But it's a topic where I feel it needs to be said. Listen closely. Chris Brown, for me, is not the king of R&B. I'm gonna say it again. Christopher Brown, is not the king of R&B. That's just me, personally. He's a very, very good artist. He's a very, very good singer. He's a very, very good dancer, entertainer. But for me, he's not the king of R&B. He's just not the king. I mean, I see the king of R&B. My definition of the king of R&B is someone who set the foundation, for one, and others follow behind them, and two, someone who's doing it that's never been done before. And that's not Chris Brown, because clearly Chris Brown has gotten bits and pieces and learned lessons from others, from his ancestors, retrospective. So the king or options of king R&B for me over Chris Brown, number one, Bobby Brown. He's the king of R&B to me personally. Everything that Chris Brown was doing or will do, Bob has already did it times 10. You know what I'm saying? Bobby has already did that from an entertainer standpoint, from a voice standpoint, from a singing standpoint, right? Even though Michael Jackson is in a pop, mentioned he's a pop artist, but Michael Jackson is a singer, artist. He sings, pretty much in my opinion, not just pop, but all shapes of music, or soul music. So I feel like he's an R&B singer as well. So I would say Michael Jackson, the entertainer, singing, whatsoever, and being someone who set the foundation. From a pure singing standpoint, you can think of people who's a new addition. You got Ralph, I won't say he's the king of R&B, but singing wise, you got Johnny Gill, you got Keith Sweat, so in my opinion, Chris Brown's not the king of R&B. neither is Jacquees. I mean, like, neither is Jacquees. So I'm like, when I see people in today's world, in today's society, speaking on this is the king of this is the king of that, they don't know because they haven't done their research. Like, I promise you guys in the next coming episodes, in the coming episodes of this podcast, I might make a list of my top 5 R&B artists of all time, of men, and I'll make a top 5 artists of women of all time. I might make an episode on that. So mark your words, mark my words, and mark your calendars on. And in the coming episodes, I'm gonna do a top 5 list of men R&B artists and women R&B artists, right? So, but I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna be very, very, very clear. Listen to me closely. I'm a Chris Brown fan. Have a lot of albums downloaded. Love his music. Love his entertainment. Whatsoever. He's done a lot for the music industry. Whatsoever. I mean, I'm a big fan. But personally, I would not take Chris Brown over Bobby Brown when it comes to being the king of R&B. Someone who set the foundation, of someone who followed others that follow behind him. You understand that what Chris Brown is doing and what others are doing now in the music industry, Bobby Brown and others did already times 10, times 25. The only difference is there was no cell phones then. There was no social media then. There's a difference. But they did that times 25. Probably like we say times 25. Putting on the show, entertainment, all the stuff Chris Brown was doing, the media, you know what I'm saying, whatsoever, Bob and others did that. Now again, from a singing standpoint, not from a dancing standpoint, but singing, Ralph is up there, Johnny Gill is up there, Keith is up there. I want to say Babyface, but no. I want to say Babyface up there. Marvin Gaye is up there from singing wise. Of course, Michael Jackson. You know, there's a lot. There's others up there for sure. So I mean, like, I'm not saying Chris Brown is off the top 5 list. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that he's not my top one. He's not my top one. He's not someone who has set the foundation. Someone who's followed by people who are followed behind, right? And the only thing people like that, Chris Brown, people who love Chris Brown the most right now is the new generation. Like, if you think about new generation and old generation, people love Bobby Brown. I'm trying to tell you, like, people that's my age or close to my age, a little bit older, if you know your old school, people have a lot more respect or have a lot more knowledge about what people back then did for people now in the music industry. So when people for today's new generation or Gen Z or whatsoever say so-and-so's the best this, so-and-so's the best that, best singer, best dancer, best athlete, best this, best that, they speak from one perspective, one point of view, one viewpoint, one point of view. But if you don't speak from one point of view, you don't have all sides of your debate, of your story. And just like LeBron and Michael Jordan debate, that LeBron and Michael Jordan debate, people who love LeBron have only seen LeBron play. They haven't seen Michael play. And people with Michael, they've seen Michael play and they've seen LeBron play. There's a difference. You know, if you haven't seen Bobby Brown perform, put on the show, you can't, you know, make your claim or a very, very factual claim that backs up your statement. You can't do that. But I mean, I'm here for the debates. I'm here for the arguments. I'm here for the disagreements. If you agree, or if you guys think that Chris Brown is better than Bobby Brown, let me know. Let me know in the comment section or in the thumbs or dislike button. Let me know. Personally, I would take Bobby Brown over Chris Brown from a perspective of entertainment in his prime. In Bobby's prime. Not in Bobby's prime, that's what I'm saying. Bobby now? No. I'm saying in Bobby's prime, who was better? Chris Brown's prime or Bobby's prime? And I can understand you guys might say that Chris Brown's prime was longer than Bobby's. You have that point. I give you that. But I'm saying from a perspective, from a entertainment perspective, from a singing perspective, from a dancing perspective, whose prime was better, Bobby's or Chris Brown? And you might have to include Bobby and Whitney, because that shit took from a storm too. So you might have to say prime-wise, Bob's prime plus Bobby and Whitney's prime. I'm here for debates and for the answers. You let me know. I want to know. You let me know. Personally, I'm taking Bob. I'm taking Bob personally. I'm a huge Chris Brown fan. Will always will be a Chris Brown fan. Maybe most likely in my top 5. But I'm not taking Chris Brown over Bobby Brown. I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that. So if you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know as well. If you do agree, let me know your top 5 R&B artists of our time in the comment section. Let me know. Let me know. But I wanted to make this quick little podcast episode about that because that's something that has been talked about all the time. We'll continue to talk about, oh, Chris Brown, the best entertainer, best singer. Chris Brown's better than Michael Jackson. I'm like, stop it. There might be another episode that Chris Brown would never eclipse Michael Jackson as an entertainer at all. Chris Brown's a good entertainer, but he's not no Bobby Brown or Michael Jackson entertainer. He hasn't reached that level, or I don't think he will ever reach that level. But that's just me. But for all them young whippersnappers out there who think, oh my God, Chris Brown's the best thing since sliced bread, you can have it. You can have it, but you can have it. You haven't seen all viewpoints and all perspectives. But I digress. But that's it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking about it. I enjoyed giving my perspective and my viewpoints on it. I'm here for the debates and disagreements whatsoever because I don't run from it. I'm here. I'm here. Like Deion Sanders say, I'm here. But let's go end this episode the right way. And make sure you guys go check out my other episodes if you can. Be much appreciated, and most definitely subscribe. But let's go and get up out of here. Let's end the right way. Stay with me. Stay mellow. Keep that mellow mind. Stay focused. Keep that narrow path towards prosperity, towards growth. And as my man Cam Newton says, you got one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. Boom. I'm out.